Virgil, I know as a professional athlete you never want to lose, let alone speak to us after a loss. But when you consider the number of chances that PSG had to go into that second eye just 2-0 down, do you almost feel a bit fortunate, I guess?
Well, I think the game last year, I think we even conceded more chances, and we needed Ali to have an absolute worldie of a game, probably his best game of his life. And I think the game at Anfield was a different game. Now, obviously, like you said, losing is the worst feeling there is as a football player, and for me as well. Like, I'm coming off the pitch and I'm disappointed. But the matter of fact is that we have another opportunity, another 90+ minutes at home, and we need a special performance there. And we need to show togetherness as a team, with the staff, with the fans, to create hopefully something special.
I'll ask you about the Anfield factor in just a moment, but you touched on that feeling of disappointment. I wondered if you could just maybe share with us what's the feeling like in the dressing room at the moment, because it's been 3 consecutive losses across all competitions either side of the international break, and that defeat at the weekend seemed particularly hard. How are you handling it?
Well, I'm looking after the team. You know, that's for me the main thing. Speaking to players. We obviously have not too many sessions between the games, but you know, between sessions I have certain conversations, and I need to look after the boys, and I need to look after how we are mentally in the best shape. And today I think everyone was ready. Everyone showed the right mentality, and that you lose it today, obviously, that's disappointing. And that's something, in my opinion, Liverpool should not accept, and we should not accept. That's not the standard I'm personally used to, especially over all those years I've been at the club. So that's why it hurts all the time, and especially the weekend one was a very painful one. But there is still an opportunity, and you know, if we obviously first have a big game on the weekend, by the way,
of course,
and then we have to be ready, hopefully, for a very special night. And like I said, it's so important to be together. And I'm not only speaking about the team, you know, I'm speaking about as a club, as a unit. You know,
Do you feel there's been a sense of fragmentation then?
No, I don't even know what that means, by the way. But
just maybe not been together as much.
No, the thing is that, you know, our season has been so inconsistent, and it's down to multiple factors, and the noise, you know, is there because we are Liverpool. We are the champions we're the Premier League champions. So the noise is absolutely justified. So, you know, as me, for me personally, it's not been an easy season to handle everything that comes our way. Like, I'm not speaking about me, because I've never been selfish in that sense. You know, it's always about us, me, and the club always will go number one.
Very quickly, you spoke about that leadership role and you speaking to players. Is that on an individual level that you're speaking to them after games?
Both. Individual, as a team, before games. That's absolutely normal. And for me, you know, obviously
But maybe more conversations this season?
Well, last year also, but this year, maybe a little bit more. But because you're dealing with a lot of players that are dealing with situations and in their own way. And not everyone is thinking the same. So it's about being there for each other, how hard it is, dealing with all the noise and stuff that comes our way, what is justified, and then show it on the pitch that we deserve to play for Liverpool, because it's an absolute privilege, and that's how you have to feel. You represent not only, you know, this badge in Liverpool, but you represent so many fans all over the world that will do everything for us and be there for us as well.
I think the fans will appreciate that human side. And finally, the Anfield factor next week. You've been in worse situations and you've managed to turn it around. What is key to turn around this 2-goal deficit next week?
Quality of first and foremost, but obviously the energy level has to be top notch. You know, obviously I think, you know, our game against Galatasaray was maybe a bit vintage, how we played in our Champions League years, you know, the last couple of years. That's the bare minimum that's needed. But it starts in your head. It starts with the belief. It starts with how much you really want to do it. They come to Anfield. That obviously with confidence. They went to Stamford Bridge and they blew them away as well. And we know that they have the quality to do so, but we have the quality as well to turn this around. But it's going to be a tough one. But nothing will give to you easy. We're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. It's the absolute highest stage, and if you go through this one, then you step close to glory.